What's up everyone, Steven here from Leadjetty.com. In this video I'm going to show you how you can set up a new flow, test it, and then before you go live with it, start with fresh data. Let's go ahead and create a new flow so you see exactly what I mean. So I'm going to just pick an embedded flow. We're going to call this fresh data demo. And I need to pick a property since I have more than one. That's something you will most likely be able to ignore. And again, this is my test account, so all of this is all fake sort of stuff. So let's go ahead and just pick this simple email opt-in. Actually, you know what? Let's do interest discovery maybe. Okay, so all I'm going to do here is just turn this on. So if I go ahead and just preview this, you're going to see that the form shows up here. So I'll put Steven at Leadjetty.com, and I'm just going to pick some things. Okay, so that's basically how that works. So now if we go up here to the top though and we look at the data, you can see that I'm already getting entries. And if I continue to test this, let's say I refresh and I do like Alice at test.abc, and then we pick a couple more things, you'll see that now we're going to have probably 200% here. And this is because this has to do with you know, sessions and so on and so forth. And so I'm using the same computer to do this, so basically it's going to double count me as I do this. So what you might notice is like you might go ahead and embed this on your website. And you probably want to try it there in a preview mode or something like that. So you might go ahead and copy this and go over there and test it out. And before you go live, you're going to end up with data that you don't really want, and you're probably going to have tried it 10 or 15 or more times, especially if you're building something like a quiz, and all your data is going to be kind of messed up. So if you want to get fresh data, it's really easy. So the first thing you can do is just click this copy button right here, this little duplicate icon. So when you click that, you're going to quickly get a copy of version A in this case. And whatever your thing is called, whatever your variant is called, it will just say copy of whatever that is. So I'm going to go ahead and edit this old one, and I'm going to say something like test, let's just say test variant, something like that, just to say like basically, hey, this one's not the one we really want to use. So we'll turn that off. We'll go ahead and edit live version, something like that. Sorry, I can't type. And we'll just go ahead and say update. Now, there's some stuff going on with the colors here that we need to probably fix, and we'll do that in a video soon. But if we go ahead and turn this on, you might still want to preview it once just to make sure it's working, but that will essentially reset all of your stats. So this old one, you can keep it around if you want, or you can just go ahead and archive it. And once it's archived, if you ever need to see it again, you can click Show Archived up here, and you'll see here it says discarded. And you can actually put it back if you want. So if you just click Put Back, now it's back in place. But I'm going to go ahead and just leave it discarded. So that's how you can kind of manage that. So now this new variant has no data going through it, and again, you might still want to try it once just to make sure that it works exactly how you expect. But that will essentially clear things out. This is also the foundation for split testing, but we'll cover that in a future video.